consistency, to build a little bit of community. The dog is confused because she doesn't usually stay in the room when I do lives, and she's like, "What is going on? Why is he on the floor?" That's okay. I think she'll wander away by herself. My name is Ken, and we do 30 minutes of live side split stretching every single day. Hopefully, you'll enjoy it, and we will make some progress together. All right, let's get into it. We're going to start with 3 warm-up exercises, and then we're going to follow up with 5 main stretches. The 5th stretch is the side split itself. Everything that we do is to prepare our hips, get mobile, warm up, and then finally we'll work on the side splits. The side splits are pretty complicated in that they stretch multiple muscles at the same time. And that's why we do a bunch of different things to warm up and get the hip joints ready, as well as the hamstring, the outer glutes, and the inner thighs ready for that really intense super combo stretch that is the side splits. Okay, that's enough rambling. Let's get into it. We're doing the first warm-up exercise is called hip CARs. CARs stands for controlled articulated rotations. What that really means is we're going to take our leg and move it through its full range of motion using our own muscle power. And hopefully we'll get stronger along the way. So lift that knee as high as possible right in front of you. Open it as wide as possible. Keep it high. Rotate the leg so that the ankle and the knee are as high as possible. And then bring the leg down and back. I'm going to rotate so you can see what down and back means. Flex the hamstring, flex the glutes, pull the leg behind you, feel the stretch in the front of that hip flexor. That's what down and back means. We've done 1 rep. We're going to do 10 on the left side, 10 on the right side. Then we're going to go and reverse it and do 10 on the left and 10 on the right. Are you ready? Let's go. High knee, open, ankle, down and back. High knee, open, ankle, down and back. High knee, open, ankle, down and back. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm losing balance. 10. We just finished the left side. I'm gonna come in and check the comments real quick. Oh no, did I just miss the dog? No, you did not miss. I mean, yes, I think so. She's gone. So you did. All right, let's keep going. Right side, high knee, open, ankle up, leg down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up. I just lost balance, down and back. I think we've done 6. Let's keep going. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. I think that's 9 and 10. We got a couple of comments coming. Vlog says hello. Daman215 says hi. Welcome, welcome. We're doing 20, 30 more minutes of live side split stretching. And we just did a little bit of warm up called the hip CARs. We do this every single day so that you can practice consistency with me and we can make some progress together. All right. And thank you for introducing yourselves. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. If you're just joining in, please hang out, chill, get to know each other. Because if you keep coming back, we can build a little bit of community, and having more people working on the same side split goals makes it much easier to keep coming back to practice. I promise. All right. Back to our warm up. We're doing hip CARs, but we're doing them in reverse. Hit that back first, which means flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes, bring that leg back behind you, then lift up directly to the side. Keep the ankle and the knee as high as possible. Rotate the leg so that the ankle is down. Try to keep that knee as high up as possible. I'm going to spin so I'm facing you, and you can see what that looks like. It's directly to the side. We're going to bring the leg to the front. Keep that knee as high as possible. That is 1 hip CAR in the reverse direction. We're going to do 10 on the left side, 10 on the right side. I'm going to call everything out as we go. Let's go. Back, side, ankle, knee, back, side, ankle, knee, back, side, ankle, knee, back, side, ankle, knee, back, side, ankle, knee. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Whew, shake it out. Regain your balance. Let's go again. Other side. Back, side, ankle, knee. If you're just joining in and you have no idea what we're doing, that's okay. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see. We're going back, flex the hamstring, flex the glutes, lifting to the side, keep the ankle and the knee high, rotate the leg so that the ankle is down, knee is up, and then bring that forward so the knee is high. Back, side, ankle, knee, back, side, ankle, knee, back, side, ankle, knee, back, side, ankle, knee, back, side, ankle, knee. I think we've done at least 9, so I'm gonna call this number 10. And we are done with hip cards. If you have no idea what those are for, it's for strengthening your end range of motion and helping you move your hips better there. As you age, as those muscles get weaker naturally, you'll have a bunch more buffer to keep moving and doing stuff like a normal person. All right, let's keep going. We're going to the second warm-up exercise. It's called the elephant walk. It is mostly about the hamstring stretch. I'm gonna add some other cool stuff as we go. So let's get into that elephant walk. Bring your feet together and try and get into this L shape. All right. Whew. Once you are in this L shape, just feel the tension building in your hamstrings. If you're just joining in, we're doing 30 minutes of live side split stretching. We're on our second warm-up exercise, and it is called the elephant walk. We're just warming up our hamstrings, getting our blood pumping, and we'll be doing side splits super soon. So if that's interesting, stick around. And if you really like the good vibes, make sure to hit follow, subscribe, and keep coming back. We do this every single day. All right. From here, take a deep breath, relax, try to bring your belly button down to the ground, bend one knee, straighten out the other, and keep on trying to bring your belly button down. You'll feel the hamstring stretch change so that the hamstring in the bent leg, you might be feeling the stretch right above the knee. And for the straightened leg, maybe you'll feel a big hamstring stretch across the middle to the top of that hamstring. Switch to the other side. So my left knee was bent, now my right knee is bent. And do the same thing. Just do a couple of these, nice and quick, and get the hamstrings moving. Once you have done about 5, we're going to go ahead and try another variation. I like to do a little bit of twisting, and what that means is when we're standing up straight, knees are together, bend the left leg, straighten the right leg, grab your left hand, grab your right leg, open up your chest to the right, stick your right leg, stick your right arm up into the air and point that arm behind you. All right, what we're doing is adding some spine rotation to our workout while we do the hamstring stretch. And those are really good for you because it helps you move better. All right, let's go and do the left side. So my left leg is straight, my right leg is bent. I'm taking my right hand, grabbing my left leg, pushing to help me open up the chest to the left, sticking my left arm into the air and feeling that twist in my back and come back to center. All right, so what we're doing is we're still trying to keep this hamstring stretch going, but we're adding a little bit of a twist and getting a little bit more sweaty as we work on more body parts and work on more muscles at the same time. I think this is 3. Let's do 5 of these total and move on to the next warm up. All right. If you have any questions, if anything I said was unclear, let me know in the chat and I will get back to it. Since I said that, I'll pop in and check the comments real quick. Queen R sends a sunglass emoji, and Travel with Roxy on TikTok saw the hamstring stretch video today, and yeah, we're doing a different type of stretch. What we did is the elephant walk just now, and that is more of a mobility sort of warm up active stretch. Active being we're moving in it. And what that video that you saw was posted today was a more standard, just hamstring stretch and applying pressure and waiting out the tension. And the way you do those is you basically hang out and wait for a stretch to happen. Whereas the active stretches, you're moving in and out of a position that forces you to stretch. And there's a little different approach to stretching the hamstrings. Yeah. Okay. We just finished up our second warm-up exercise. Let's go into our third warm-up exercise, the Cossack Switch. What that looks like is we're gonna, let me get rid of some of these curtains. We're gonna spread our legs probably 2 times our hips width and point our toes about 45 degrees out to either side and drop down onto one leg. So what I want you to focus on right now is keeping your knees and your toes pointed in the same direction. I'm going to rotate so I can show you what that means. When I come down, my knees are in the same line as my toes. All right. And I can change the angle of everything else, but my knees and my toes are still in the same general direction. What I don't want is for your knee to go out that way or for your knee to come in this way. I want you to keep it in line like so. All right. So let's get back into that drop down position. Just lost balance for a second. And if you're noticing your heel is coming up, you can always come out of that position a little bit, come back, come up, and get to exactly where your heel is still staying down, but you're feeling an intense stretch. This is useful because having your heel down helps you to balance a little bit, and balance makes it so that you can stay in this position and work on that stretch for a little bit longer. All right, from here, we're going to try and bring our butts over to the other side, keep it as low as possible, and hang on the other side. Same thing, if your heel comes up, you can always try to put it down and change the position of your hips and your knees. You can come out of it a little bit, bring your knee higher. All of that is good. All right. Hang out here for a second. Feel that stretch in the front of the ankle, pressure at the hip, a little bit of a stretch in the Achilles, and relax. All right, we're going to start moving now. All right. What I want you to do is try to keep your butt as low as possible as you go from side to side. If that is challenging for you, you can always put your hands down. If that's a little bit too easy, you can keep your hands up. If both of those are easy, you can focus on trying to stand up straighter and going from side to side. And if I'm going the wrong direction, these are just getting harder and harder, you can try doing a little bit of a squat and see if that's easier for you. Or you can really put your hands down and move from side to side, depending on what you're struggling with. Some people are really strong, but they don't have the mobility. If you're really strong, you don't have the mobility, the squat is perfect. If you are very mobile, but not strong enough to lift your hips, putting your hands down and helping you get over to the other side might help you. All right. I'm pretty sure we've done more than 5, but I'm going to just do one more for good measure. And then we are ready to move on to our stretches. The first stretch we're going to do is the hamstring stretch. I recommend you grab a cushion, grab some old towels, fold them up, maybe an old shoe, a slipper, something to put under your knee. For the hamstring stretch, we're going to focus on folding forward. What that means is we're going to drop down to one knee first, then keeping our hips pointed forward, we're going to stick our leg out and fold forward. All right. So leg is pointed right in front of you. It's not going out. It's not sliding all the way over to the side. It's right in front. All right. I'm going to rotate so you can see what folding means a little bit better. You guys don't have to move. All right. So leg is in front still. And folding, I want you to fold right here at the hips. I want you to think about bringing your belly button down to the ground. And as you're doing this, you should feel your hamstring is tightening up, getting really tight. Maybe you're feeling a little bit of pressure in your knee. If that is uncomfortable, you can always bend your knee a little bit and really focus on bringing your belly button to the thigh. All right. If you want, you can bend the knee a lot like this and try to bring your knee to your chest first, and then focus on trying to straighten out your leg. That is totally fine. If you want to do it my normal way, we will stick that leg out, keep the knee relatively straight, fold forward at the hips, bring the belly button down, feel that pressure building. Take a couple of deep breaths. And try to relax a little bit into the stretch. Then we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. All right, let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22. If you're feeling a little bit of discomfort in the knees, you can always bend them slightly, not necessarily come all the way up, but just a little bit, and you'll still feel a really intense hamstring stretch. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Come on up out of that stretch. If you noticed right at the tail end, I stuck my arms up with my elbows around my ears, and that increases the leverage. Even though your fingers are pretty light in comparison to the rest of your body, because they're all the way out there, it feels like you're carrying a whole bunch of weight that is pulling you down. And we want that pressure to help bring us into a deeper hamstring stretch. So you can experiment with that. You can add that in as we go. Let's switch to the other side and keep going. I think I just did that side. Whoops. And same thing. Stick that leg right in front of you, not to either side. Fold at the hips. Try to keep the lower back pretty straight. It's not important that it's perfect. It's important that we're making the effort. And try to bring that belly button down to the ground. Think of pulling the belly button forward. And let's go. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27. Remember to breathe. 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, come on up out of that stretch position. If you did it right, your hamstrings are probably screaming a little bit at you, and that's okay. That's the price of the stretching. As long as you're not feeling pain and it's not interrupting your walking, you're good. All right, let's move on to the second stretch. We're doing the butterfly. We're opening up the groin. A lot of people know the butterfly as something like this. You bring your feet together, your knees are up, you're trying to bring your chest down, and you're feeling the stretch like this. We're going to do it a little bit differently. The way we're going to do it is I recommend you getting up to a wall or something flat so that you can put your hips, your shoulder, your head against something. And that will help you keep a nice straight posture, but it'll also give you something to push against when we try to apply pressure to our knees. And I'll show you that in a second. Take the legs, take the feet, bring them together, bring them in. Your knees will pop up. First, use your outer thigh muscles, your glutes, to open up the groin. And take a second to do that first. You can give yourself a little bit of assistance as you're getting ready, get into that bow position. I just elbowed the wall. Be careful. And once you cannot open up your legs any further, take your hands and apply some pressure. If you are leaning against the wall, you might notice that there's some pressure on the back of your head, maybe in your shoulders right now. And that's basically the wall helping us push our legs open. If you want, you can test this. If you scoot 2 inches away from the wall and you try to push your legs down, you'll probably struggle because you don't have anything to push against. It's your body pushing your body, and that's hard. All right, that's enough rambling. Let's go. 30 seconds. Try to bring your knees down to the floor. 30, 29, 28, 27. Make sure to breathe. 26, 25, 24. Flex those glutes. 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, relax. Put the arms away first. If your legs feel like they're stuck, they're jello, they won't move, you can use your hands to lift out of that stretch a little bit. And then once you've done that first movement, usually the muscles will start working again. You can flap the wings of this butterfly. And once your legs are moving, we can move on and get into the next stretch. Third stretch that we're going to do is called the standing pancake. Basically, it looks like this. We open up our legs, we fold at the hips, and we try to bring our head down in between our legs. And it's hard. It's a really hard stretch. I showed you it facing forward. I'm going to show you from the side. It looks something like this. We want to try to keep our lower backs relatively straight. And that's about it. So let's get into it. If you are new to this and you feel like you might lose balance, I recommend you get really close to a wall, maybe 20, 30 centimeters in front of the wall, so that if you tilt your butt back, the wall will catch you and you can't fall backwards. All right. The reason why I say that is because one way to work on this stretch after you've opened the legs and you started folding forward is you can stick your butt back behind you and stick your arms out in front of you. If you're standing close to the wall, your butt might just touch that wall and it'll give you a little bit more stability. All right. So this is one version of the stretch. Another one is to grab the leg, just pull yourself down into a deeper stretch. You pick what you want to do, and we're going to start in just a second. Ready? You can switch anytime. There's no pressure. You don't have to be perfect. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, okay. Come on up and out of that stretch. Oh, if you did it right, your hamstrings are probably on fire. This is why we do so much hamstring stuff before this, because we're slowly picking up and combining multiple stretches into one super stretch. All right. The standing pancake, the pancakes in general, work a lot of different muscles in the hips. And that's why we do it towards the end once you've warmed up. I'm going to come and check the comments real quick just to see if there's anything I need to address. Men Marge joined in, said, I'm doing it with you. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming in. I will work on it with, or I'll keep going there in a sec. Queen R has some questions. She says, if you had to recommend just one or two stretches to someone who wants to be able to do the splits, what would you recommend? I would recommend that you work on the splits. If you had to pick one or two, and those are your only options, and you want to get the splits, you should probably work on the splits, because working on any other stretch will help you get closer to that stretch, not to the splits, not directly at least. Okay, looks like we're doing good. No other questions. Let's get into stretch number 4. We're doing the pigeon or the figure 4. If you're having fun, you're enjoying the time, make sure to follow, hit subscribe, and get notified so you can come back. We do this every single day, so there's a lot of stuff you can keep coming back to help you stay consistent and help me stay consistent. All right, fourth stretch, figure 4, pigeon. It looks a little bit like this, and it looks a little bit like the number 4. If I were wearing the same color pants, it'd probably make a little bit more sense. But that's okay. What we're doing is bring the ankle towards the opposite hip. We're trying to bring our chest down to that hip. And what we're trying to do is feel the stretch out here in the butt. All right. There's 2 ways to do this. You can do it on your back, and it looks like this. We cross the leg, put it up on our knee, and we pull it in and feel that stretch here. Or we can do it in what's called a pigeon. Bring the leg across the body and still feel that stretch in the hip, but we're bringing the chest and the hips down to the ground. You can pick whichever variation works for you as long as you're feeling the stretch. If you're relaxing and you're not feeling a stretch, there's 2 main things that you can do. One, you can pull the leg closer to you. You can try to bring your chest and hips lower to the ground. And when in the pigeon, you can try to push your feet away from you. It's totally normal when you're doing a pigeon that you're applying more pressure. The leg wants to get into the most comfortable position. And that typically means the leg's going to come in. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, a little harder, you can grab your foot and hold it in place to keep it from moving. And that'll help you feel the stretch more intensely. All right, let's get into it. Let's go. I've been doing the pigeon a lot, so I'm gonna do one on my back today. Let's go. Cross the leg over, reach through, and pull everything in. I like the figure four because you have a lot of control and it still hurts. All right, we're holding this for 30 seconds. Apply steady pressure. You're on your back, but don't relax too much. All right, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, relax the leg. And switch over to the other side. Same thing. We're crossing the leg over to the opposite knee, reaching our arms through, pulling that leg in as close to our chest as possible. Apply steady pressure. And 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, okay. We have just done our 3 warm-up exercises, 4 of our 5 stretches, and it's time for the side splits. We have 3 rounds of side splits. We're going to hold each stretch for about 30 seconds, then we're going to rest for about 30 seconds, and then we're going to go right back into it until we have 3 done. Queen R says she definitely prefers the figure 4 version over the pigeon. That is very brave of you. I think you have to work a lot harder to pull the leg in for the figure 4, but I do feel like the stretch is more intense because I get to control the angle of the leg a little bit better. So I agree. I prefer the figure 4, but I think it's because there's more control, but you have to work harder. The pigeon, I feel like, is more about relaxation, and then you do have to work a little bit by keeping your leg in the right place, but it's easier to do because the force is being applied by gravity. You're just trying to help gravity and aim it a little bit at what you need to stretch. All right, let's see. Mand Marge says, ouch. Okay, that works for me best. I'm trying to remember what I said to get that reply, and I can't remember. So we're just gonna move on. I'm sorry. We're getting to the side splits. All right. This is what we have been preparing for this whole entire live. We did all the warm up, all the stuff to get our hips ready for these side splits. And if this is your first time joining in, like maybe Men Marge is, I recommend you stand close to a wall. I know I have curtains here, but the reason why we're standing in front of the wall is because if you lose balance and you start falling backwards, the wall will catch you and it'll help keep you safe. All right. We don't want you to slip and be really scared and be like, oh man, I'm never doing it again. We want you to feel comfortable and feel safe enough to keep on working on the side splits. All right. Once you are, and I recommend maybe 20, 30 centimeters away from the wall. That's about 8 to 12 inches. So I don't know, less than a foot. Let's go. Next up, we're going to open up our legs as wide as they can go. And until you feel pressure at the hips and starting to make it uncomfortable. Once it's almost uncomfortable, fold at the hips so you can put your hands down. I want you to put your hands down like you're doing a push-up. All right. If you have your hands like that, you put a little bit of the body weight into your arms, and that makes it lighter on the legs. And that gives you the opportunity to do this leg external rotation. What we're doing is putting the heels down and pointing the toes up and the knees up into the air. Okay, we're going to do that on both sides. When we do this, it basically moves our thigh bone and our hip bone out of the way of each other, and it lets you get into a deeper side split position. And if you are stuck right here, you can't go any deeper. This is great. Just hang out for a little bit and we'll start counting down our 30 seconds of stretching. If you feel like you can go deeper, walk your hands back towards your hips and more of your body weight will be right over your legs that we're stretching. So that's good. And if you feel like you might possibly be able to get a little bit more, you can do a little wiggle from side to side. And once you can't move at all, you're as tight can be. It's time to start at 30 seconds. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. Remember to breathe. Take as many breaths as you can. Try to keep the knees straight. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, lean forward, walk your hands forward, bring your legs together. Come on out of that side split, come into standing, and relax. Take a couple of deep breaths. That was really hard, but you did it. That was our first side split of the evening. From here, I want you to start shaking everything out. Relax the legs. Your legs probably worked really hard. They were all tight and bunched up, and now we need them to not do that so that we can get into another round of side splits and make a little bit of progress. All right, once your legs have been shaken out a little bit, just make sure all of the muscles are working as they should. What I recommend you do is do some hip rotations like so. I call these hula hoops so that your hips are working. And then let's lift some knees to make sure those are working. Do some mini squats to make sure our knees and ankles are working. And then finally, kick yourself in the butt a little bit. And once we've done all those things, we know all the joints and all the muscles in the body is going well. Yes, you'll be very tempted when you're doing something hard to hold your breath. Try your best to breathe. The more you breathe, the higher the chances are that you're going to relax. The more you hold your breath, it's sort of like when you're bracing for a punch. Somebody's about to punch you in the face, go, and then you're bracing for it, right? Which is good if you're about to get punched because you're so tense that your abs are protecting you. But when you're trying to stretch, you're trying to do the opposite. You're trying to relax. So you need to make sure that you keep breathing in order to relax. All right, let's go into round 2 of side splits. Same thing, close to the wall in case you start falling backwards because you lose balance, the wall will catch you. Take a tiny step forward, open up those legs as wide as you can. As soon as it gets uncomfortable in the hips, fold forward, get out of that position, and externally rotate the legs so that the heels are down, the toes are up, and the knees are up. From here, walk your hands back towards your hips to apply more pressure into the legs. Do a little wiggle from side to side so you can get a little bit deeper than the last time. And once you are totally stuck, you can't get any deeper. Oh, I just lost my balance. That's why we do this close to the wall. I'm pretty low to the ground, so it's not much of a fall. But if you're higher up, having the wall there helps. All right, let's do that again. Ah, are we in position? I hope you're in position because I'm in position. Let's go. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, come on out of that. Crawl forward. Bring your legs back together and come back into standing. Oh, man. Round 2 is always way worse than round 1. If your legs are feeling tight, weak, just not working, that's normal. I promise that's normal. Shake out your legs, Relax, shake, 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 shake. Get those muscles to relax as much as possible. And same thing as last time. Let's do a couple of these hip rotations. I always feel a lot of pressure in the front of the hips, and so I like to do these hula hoops. I don't think it's that important, to me at least, to go all the way around. I mostly just need to do this one from side to side. But it looks like, it feels like emotionally that it's incomplete if I don't actually do circles. All right, we did our knee raises, a couple of quick squats. Make sure your ankles, your knees, all those joints are working, and we can take a couple extra seconds on that second one. Don't worry, Marge. You might suffer a little bit the first couple of times, but that's just regular soreness. Anytime you start something new physically, you'll be a little bit sore the first couple of days, and then you'll get used to it. It'll be like just normal life. Except you keep coming back and you keep choosing to suffer because you want the splits, and it's worth it for the splits. I promise. I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet, but I think it's worth it. Let's go. Round 3. Whew, same thing. Get close to the wall so that if you lose balance and you slip backwards, the wall will catch you and keep you safe. Moving on, round 3, part 2. Open up those legs nice and wide until you are feeling a little bit of discomfort in the hips. Then fold forward, put your hands down like you're gonna do a push up. Use that opportunity to externally rotate the leg, which means your heels are down, your toes are up, and your knees are pointing up. Let's do that on both sides. And come, bring your hands back towards your hips so that all of your body weight is right over your legs. And try to open up those legs as much as possible. Do a little bit of a wiggle from side to side. See if maybe you just have some sweaty, sticky feet that are keeping you from sliding into a deeper position. And once you cannot get any deeper, you are stuck. This is it. It's time to start our last 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, we're done. Crawl your hands forward, bring the legs back together, and it is highly possible they are just straight jelly right now, and just need to bear with it, and you have to move. I promise, if you just lay there and don't do anything, it will take longer to get back to normal. If you do this weird wiggling thing that I'm doing where you just shake out your legs, it forces your muscles to kind of relax a little bit, and it forces those muscles to move again, and then magically your muscles will start working. I promise. I promise that's just how it goes. The more you avoid it, the longer the I can't move less. All right, let's go. One last round of hula hoops. High knees, mini squats, some butt kickers, and we are done because my legs are working. And if you just did all those things, your legs are working. All right, let's see. I'm not working for the next 3 days. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. Then Marge, I promise after 3 days, you'll be fully recovered. And if not, I guess you can come back and yell at me in the chat. But I do this every single day. And I think it's definitely not an easy workout, right? It's challenging. But if you keep coming back and you keep on working at it, in like a week's time, you'll be like, oh, I can do this. This is no problem at all. I believe in you. All right, let's see. Are there any other comments that I have accidentally ignored because there's so much going on in the TikTok scrolly chat thing with notifications and stuff? Then Marsh says, okay, bet. Sweet. All right. I think that means we are all done for today. We have gone for about 30, 40 minutes, and I hope you've had fun. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in and practicing consistency with me. We just did 30, like 5+ minutes of side split stretching. We did a whole bunch of warm up, whole bunch of stretching to prepare us for some really intense side splits. We did a couple of rounds of that, and I hope you had fun. I hope you feel like you accomplished something kind of weird, kind of new, kind of impressive, and hope you're excited to keep on doing it because we're here every single day practicing consistency. Hopefully, with that consistency and your consistency, we can build a little bit of a community. People hanging out, doing side splits together, making some friends, makes it much easier to keep going. Right? That was why I started this thing. I found a couple of people online and we just kept on going every single day. I showed up for them, they showed up for me, and we were making progress together. Now I've expanded a little bit to YouTube and stuff, and that's how you found me, mid March. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. Thank you, Travel with Roxy. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's it. I hope you keep coming back. I hope to see you again soon. And I hope you guys hit follow, subscribe, get notified. We'll be back same time tomorrow. All right. Goodbye. I'll see you all soon. Closing it off. Queen R, thank you. Thank you for the great questions. And yes, I do prefer the figure four over the pigeon. Thank you for coming and hanging out. All right. That's it for me today. Goodbye.